After the opener of this series against KC, we talked about, well, now the Jays got to win 3 in a row because they cannot split the set against the Omaha Stormtroopers. That just cannot be happening. Well, the Jays went out there in very different fashion each and every night, but beat the Kansas City Royals 3 straight games and win the series 3-1. The Jays have now won 3 consecutive games. They're now 50-43 in the year, 7 games over 500, and they win 4-2 this afternoon. Credits to Alejandro Kirk going deep in the 8th inning, putting the Jays in front, and that obviously was the dagger for the Kansas City Royals in this ball game. So the All-Star break is upon us. We'll talk about that later on, but this is the final game, and the next game for the Blue Jays is Friday. So is that like 5 days? Something like that? It's maybe a nice little reset for myself as well. I don't really get much time off when it comes to games and watching sports and videos and all that stuff. So it's going to be nice to have a little bit of time off here to kind of just relax and just focus on myself and whatnot. It's going to be nice. But let's break down this ball game first. Top of the first inning, Jose Barrios gets into a jam, albeit not a lot of hard hit contact. They got the single to start the inning, and then a couple soft ones that find a way to drop in, including Olivares getting a blooper to drop into center field. And Nicky Lopez comes in to score, and just like that, the Kansas City Royals are up 1-0. We move ahead to the top of the second inning, and Nick Pratto gets his first home run in the big leagues, his first hit in the big leagues. And the Jays are down 2-0 in the top of the second. Meanwhile, Jose Barrios has gone 2 innings, allowed 1 run in each, allowed like 4 or 5 hits to this point. It's like, okay, does he have his stuff? However, the strikeout stuff is there. So when the strikeouts are there, you're kind of intrigued to say, okay, well, he's settled in. And boy, oh boy, did Jose Barrios settle in. After that, until the 7th inning, after that second inning, until the 7th, I believe they didn't have more than 3 batters. What I mean by that, and that was probably a terrible way of explaining it, but he faced the minimum in every inning. There, that's the way I'm going to word it for you guys. And people are like, well, no, this guy got on base. Yes, but man, Danny Jansen was on fire tonight with the arm. Strike him out, throw him out to second base. And then the pickoff move at first base, where the Jays seem to do quite often. Vladdy gets the tag down, and they get 2 guys there in separate innings. So that it keeps the minimum faced. Then Jose Barrios' pitch count was nice and low for a little while. It helps when that's happening, when you're facing the bare minimum. And he pitches into the 7th inning. But in the bottom of the 3rd, when the Jays are down 2-0, with 2 on and Alejandro Kirk at the dish, he hits a ground ball to short. Looks like it's going to be a double play to end the inning, but Bobby Witt Jr. runs at it. And then he had time to wait back on a little bit because Kirk's running to first. So he had time on the double play. Instead, he tries to run in. We've seen Bo Bichette do a lot of this. We saw Troy Tulowitzki do it a lot when he was here. A lot of running in and kind of playing the ball off to the side. He does that. Problem is, glove doesn't get down, and it goes right underneath his glove and into left field. In comes Santiago Espinal. Vladdy goes to third, and a possible ground ball double play to end the inning turns into a 2-1 game with still 1 out and runners on the corners. And Bo Bichette does not waste any time. On the very first pitch he sees, drives one to left center field, deep enough to score Vladdy, and he comes in to score, and the Jays have tied the game at 2. And it stays that way. Until the 7th, and shout out so this is where the big play happened with Jano and Vladdy in that 7th inning with Tim Meza on the hill. Massive, massive play to pick him off to end the inning with 2 on and 2 out. Maze's done an incredible job lately. He really has. Since he's come off the IL, we had that struggle to start, but I understand that. You just come off the IL, you're going to have a little bit of problems early on. But man, oh man, has he been fantastic lately. He goes an inning and 2/3 of scoreless ball. That he was phenomenal. And that leads to the bottom of the 8th. With Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting on base, it brings up Alejandro Kirk. And there's 1 out, right? A guy at first, you're not really threatening all that much. Kirk hasn't hit a home run in a while, but he gets the slider or some sort of spinner. It didn't really do much. And it spun over the middle of the plate, and Alejandro Kirk pulls it to left field. The question is, does it have the distance? And it does! 2-run bomb for Alejandro Kirk, putting the Jays up 4-2. And they sealed the deal there with Romano going out there and locking the door down. And the Jays win it 4-2. Romano picks up his 20th save on the season. Tim Mayza gets the win in the game. And just a phenomenal game for the Toronto Blue Jays today. Honestly, defensively, I thought they were great. Obviously, having Danny Jansen behind the plate, tossing the guy out at second base, tossing the guy out at first. It's beautiful. It just helps your pitcher Barrios out so much, especially with the runner on base. You eliminate that, you got an out, plus you got rid of that runner. It's just an incredible job from Danny Jansen and even Vladdy on that tag. Great tag by Bo Bichette at second base, right? Got the ball, didn't lunge at the ball and try and get it. No, wait for the ball to come to him and just kind of leads it right into the base, and a beautiful tag from Bo. Really nice job for both guys. On the defense side of the ball, Vladdy, offensively, we talked about it yesterday, how offensively we hadn't seen a game like that in a while. 3 for 4, an extra base hit, walked once as well. We hadn't seen a lot of that from Vladdy lately. Today, he went 2 for 4 and scored 2 runs. So the last couple of games, Vladdy's been doing well, batting over 270 now. That he's getting up there, and obviously now the All-Star break. But you want to end off on a high note, and Vladdy definitely did that. Matt Chapman, we went 2 for 3 again today. 2 games ago, he had a homer in back-to-back days. Yesterday, I think he went 0 for, but then today he went 2 for 3. Really nice day for Matt Chapman, including a double down the left field line. Team overall, though, only had 7 hits. They only struck out 6 times. 7 hits, only struck out 6 times. Didn't walk at all. And that's telling you the aggressive nature the Jays have. And I'm like, look, I'd love for this team to take a little bit more walks. They are very selective at times. Watching Vladdy's eye, Kirk's eye at the plate. I'd love to see them walk some more. But, hey, they won the ball game, so I'm not going to complain too much. Let's get to Jose Barrios. 6 1/3, allowed 7 hits. Again, like 4 of those were in the first inning and a half. So you can tell how much he dialed in as the game went along. 6 1/3, 7 hits allowed, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts, and only walked 1 batter. And I believe one of those hits and those walks happened in that 7th inning where he got pulled. You can just tell, though, in those middle frames, he was locked in. He was fantastic. It was Jose Barrios today. And the last 3 or 4 starts for Jose, he's really putting together. Really, I think for him, he needs this reset at the All-Star break. However, he's going into it hot. And that's what you want from Jose, because you want to see that second half be strong. And if we're seeing what we saw today and we've seen over the last few outings from Jose, if that's going to be the Barrios we're going to see moving forward, sign me up, baby. That's what I'm excited for. Tim Mayza, as I mentioned, was stellar out of the bullpen, an inning and 2/3, didn't allow a hit, didn't allow a walk, no runs scored, obviously. Had a couple strikeouts in his inning and 2/3, so a heck of a job from Tim Mayza today. Shout-outs to John Schneider for making that move and not allowing Barrios to face any more batters. He gave him the leeway, right? He had the 2-1, but then get the lefty up, bring out Tim Mayza, and he finished the job. Hell of a job from him. And Jordan Romano, after giving up the 2-run shot there yesterday to Pasquantino in extra innings, goes out there today. And I believe he faced Pasquantino again, and goes in inning, strikes him out, gets 2 in the inning, doesn't allow a base runner, and picks up save number 20 on the season for Jordan Romano. All right, Jays fans, so as I mentioned, the All-Star break is here. We have a ton of guys going, including Jordan Romano, who got named today, and Espinal got named yesterday. Lots of Jays going there tomorrow, or I guess technically they're probably heading out tonight, to head out to LA. Oh, I miss it dearly. You all know, if you guys have been watching the page a while, in May I took my first ever trip without the parents, with some friends, went to LA, went to California. Oh, best time of my life, no doubt. And the fellas get to go there now to play in the All-Star game. It's going to be a lot of fun, Jays fans. I believe the Derby is tomorrow. And no Jay is participating, and you know what? Good stuff, right? Focus in. George Springer's not going to be there as well because he's going to rest up that elbow, and good stuff. We want him 100% ready to go. By the way, Bradley Zimmer, useless. But anyways, the next game for the Toronto Blue Jays post-All-Star break is not until Friday, as I mentioned earlier, as they are at Fenway. Okay, so here we go. Right out of the gate, you get the Red Sox. And the Red Sox have not been playing good baseball. They just lost 2 or 3, or I think it was 2 of 3 to the Yankees, or they got swept, or they lost 3 or 4. I can't remember how many they've even played against the Yankees. They've been playing them a lot lately, and they haven't been doing very well. The Red Sox have been struggling a lot lately. I think they're like 3 games over 500, albeit the Jays are only 7, so it's not a whole big of a gap. So you can really make some leeway here to come out of this second half of the season flying. And if you go over there and take 2 or 3 at Fenway, ooh, that's a statement right there, if you ask me. And they're probably going to have Manoah lined up, Gosman lined up, Barrios lined up, ready to go, because it's going to be a damn good series for the Toronto Blue Jays. 7:10 first pitch there on Friday at Fenway Park. And they also got some bad news. Chris Sale got hit it with a line drive. drive off Aaron Hicks off the hand, fractured something in his hand. That's going to be some time on the shelf for him. The guy just can't stay healthy. But for every, nothing, you hate seeing an injury around. I hope he gets better soon. But as a sport fan, it's good news in the sense that that's Chris Sale now out again. Anyways, Jays fans, that is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the game this afternoon, smack that like button. Do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not done so already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? The Twitter link is down below, so follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jays edition, post All-Star break edition, on Friday as they're at Fenway Park taking on the Red Sox. 7:10 first pitch there to start the second half, start the home stretch of the regular season. And it's going to be a wild one. Got to come out flying though, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the ball game tonight. Enjoy your All-Star weekend, or week, I guess, everybody. And we'll talk to you on Friday.